Hello and welcome to this lecture, which I title The Data Categorization Framework. This lecture discusses the data categorization framework. In most larger corporations, both operational data stores and separate decision support data stores will be found. Data usually begins as operational data within a corporation, generated by both internal end users and applications, and by external users or customers interfacing with the corporation from external sources, usually via some form of web interface at either a desktop or mobile device access layer of some sort. Occasionally, data is also imported by the corporation from third parties, either by direct interface with those external systems or by some form of file reception and intake process. When data is ingested to the corporation from third parties, it is most likely that prior to being useful to the corporation and its internal systems, that this data has to be scrubbed or cleansed and then transformed prior to being useful. Operational data often is also transformed in some manner prior to being made available for decision support systems. As internal operational systems have already used this data, it will not require scrubbing. Some of this data will pass directly into a DSS data store without transformation, which will occur if the rules for the DSS reporting requirements demand it, but most often data movement will occur within systems, as it is only rarely that DSS queries will ever be made directly against deployed operational data systems and related data structures due to system performance considerations relating to these operational systems. The data categorization framework model below illustrates the concepts discussed above at a macro level. As noted in the graphic above, operational data can be used with decision support data for planning and analysis activities. Historical decision support data may also be used with the operational data to support daily online analytical reporting. Components of the above model are discussed in more detail below. First, transactional processing systems. Applications and tools developed to support the processing of operational data in end-user environments. Response times for these applications are usually measured in seconds. The end-user environment is expected to be primarily an online transactional processing system, or OLTP, with no direct DSS data extraction and reporting involvement, except possibly against smaller tables or records where performance impacts of the DSS type queries would be minimal. Operational data. Information used with a predictable time-critical demand to support business processes that are transaction and monitoring control-based applications. Characteristics include routine analysis, exception reporting, high-volume online transactions, and CRUD, which stands for Create, Read, Update, Delete of business records. Operational data includes the capture and retention of any required external source data. Transformation. Based on business requirements, the appropriate summarization, derivation, partitioning, time variance, and sampling business rules are applied to the data as the ETL, which stands for Extract, Transformation, and Load, transformations occur. Decision support data, or DSS data. This is information used with an unpredictable demand to support strategic and planning and analysis decision-making functions at all levels of the corporation. Characteristics usually include forms of research, business modeling, what-if analysis, and trend analysis functions. DSS data access tools. Tools used for performing DSS statistical and trend analysis. Information access tools. Tools used against DSS data to summarize and present management information for the purposes of making decisions. Examples of this could include EIS systems, which stands for Executive Information Systems, and Geographical Information Systems, whose acronym is GIS. That's all for this lecture. Bye for now.